Welcome to Local Edition on Time Warner Cable. I'm Steve Swatt with the Sacramento Report. In the next few minutes, we're going to talk about dealing with California's growth in the future. Will we have enough K through 12 classrooms to meet demand? My guest this segment is Curt Hagman, a member of the State Assembly from Chino Hills. Thank you very much for being with us.
Great to have me, Steve.
So you are a co-author with others on a school bond that you want to get on the ballot this year. And I guess we ought to talk about what's the need.
Yeah. Well, back in the 90s, we'll try to make this as simple as possible. Each school district got their funding from local development. So they would get it from new construction. They would get each person would pay into it and build a new school. It didn't go any money to rehabilitate schools and make them more modern. And the growth areas did very well, but the areas that have already been built out did very poorly. The fees varied quite a bit for developers as well. So communities would compete on each other for development fees, and it was a kind of messed up system. So everyone came together, all the partners came together back in '98 and said, we're going to set up one program where the state does a bond and matches, becomes a partner with local districts and pays 50-50, either for rehabilitation or new construction of schools. It's helped areas like our urban cities like Los Angeles and San Francisco that didn't have as much new growth, and other areas, kind of balance things out. And it gave the sense of security to developers on a flat development fee so they could go into each area and build. Those monies only last for so long. The last time we did a bond was 8 years ago.
Right.
And so we're
that
running
money's
out.
Gone.
Yeah, so
There's
we're running out.
no state match.
So once the state match goes away, then all goes back to the chaos, and locals have to set their own fees. So Joan Buchanan and I sit on the state allocation board. We've been reviewing this for the last year with all the partners, and we put in a bill to try to come out with a new bond to be on November's ballot.
So we should stress this is a bipartisan effort. Joan Buchanan is a Democrat, you're a Republican, and so that's good.
And it's a good investment into our youth in the future.
There's no money in this measure yet, right?
No.
So we don't know how big it's going to be.
No, we're guessing the need for the next 10 to 15 years for this program, anywhere between, I don't know, $7 and $10 billion, which is a lot of money. Realize we just went through 30 over the last 15 years, $30 billion. So it is a huge investment on the state's behalf, but that $30 billion actually brought in $60 billion from local school districts. So that's why you see all the new schools and modernization. And as we go forward to do more things on computers and online and those type of things, the infrastructure in those schools need to be going on.
I assume there's no question about the need to build new schools. California is growing rapidly, and we understand that, and to rehabilitate older schools. Is there, though, any sense in your caucus that perhaps there's too much bonded indebtedness? I mean, there'll be a water bond probably, this bond, and perhaps others, and generally your caucus wants to tamp those things down.
No, absolutely. This is hopefully something that we can absorb in the state level. But reality, what we're doing is saying we're a partner with the local districts, and can the local districts bond out as well? And we're looking at ways not only to take more money in through the bond process, but also look at our existing assets. That's something I've been pushing for a long time, which by migration or other ways have school properties or vacant properties that school districts don't need, can we sell to put back in the system to actually kind of flotate that around. So and also really work on the expense of school construction. I think it's kind of a little bit out of reasonableness for how much it costs per square foot for a school. So those are things my Republican in me has been pushing for the last year and a half to try to get that program as efficient as possible.
All right. Well, we're out of time for this segment, but it's obviously very important, and we'll certainly watch the progress of the school bond as the next few months unfold. Curt Hagman, thank you very much for coming by and talking about it.
Thank you for having me. Thanks, Steve.
And thanks to our viewers for watching Local Edition on Time Warner Cable. A reminder, you can see this and other interviews on YouTube, also on My Government On Demand. I'm Steve Swatt. Have a great day.